No.
I had to admire her efficiency. Renato shivered at the thought of Zenobia at the mercy of the interrogators.
الحين بلشنا المقطع الثاني من لعبة ستوري.
But this was war.
هذا إن شاء الله نلقى لنا شيء.
It wasn't meant to be pretty.
لا تنزل، ليه تنزل؟ ليه تنزل؟ ما له داعي ينزل. يلا ندور ولا نزلنا. أوه طايحين ميتين. خلنا نصعد فوق. ولك راحت علينا.
Here a sword. Ice wall. Ice cube.
يا جماعة لحد الحين ما فهمت نظام التلفيل فيها. هذه المدينة ايش بلا اي حلو. يا يبا هذا ولك حظي مشيت وياه على الحظ يا حبيبي.
You blinked.
لازم نذبحه. لازم نذبحه بس نرتاح منهم مرات. ولك عاد هذه ذبحناهم. حلو. ايش بلا القصة صارت
So,
فلبينو.
what's this plan of yours? Use me as bait, said Lupino. And he
Filipino.
outlined a slightly complicated plan that involved geese, a net, setting the Farfarer a little bit on fire, Lupino dressing as an old blind toad, and Renato hiding inside a monstrous watermelon. What could possibly go wrong? Thought Renato. Oh, this is gonna be fun, said Lupino as he ran to go set up his marvelous plan.
Filipino. نشوف.
If I craft a sword now, it's gonna be really short.
امتي لا خلنا نشوف الصوت. هذا سويناه. يا اخي نبي ليفل 2 ناقصنا موارد. فلبينو.
Sometimes Renato really hated inanimate objects.
ايوان كومبو. حلو حلو حلو. سلام. وين راح فلبينو؟ فلبينو.
Renato felt dubious about the whole plan. With every step, he was waiting for it all to go horribly wrong. But against all odds, Peppino's idiotic plan worked. Zenobia's ravens ran off after the geese, the net dropped, and Renato jumped out of the watermelon and put his sword to Zenobia's throat. Renato, she said, are those new scars? They look good on you. You never returned my velvet jacket. It was my favorite. You look stupid in velvet. Oh, what does an imperial princess know about style? Oh, get a room, you two, said Lapino. But the fleet was coming on fast. So they put Zenobia on the Farfarer and took her east over the Nexus. She vanished from Swordfu School, from his life, without even saying goodbye. Never telling him she was the Emperor's adopted daughter. Ah, Lapino was right, Renato thought reluctantly. She knows things. She recognized his look. You're taking me to the interrogators, aren't you? She said, wide-eyed. And then she jumped, with horror. Renato saw Zenobia plummeting. Then he saw the Nexus below them. Cats always land on their feet. Ah, she'll head for the Imperial outpost, yelled Lapino. You have to catch her.
Yeah.
Cats can run faster, but foxes can run longer. If he ran, he could head her off before she reached her minions at the outpost.
لحظة يا
He'd love a good chase.
أنا نزلت تحت أنا يا بابا يا بابا. أنا إيش فيني مستعجل أنا.
Who needed bridges anyway?
حلو حلو حلو. نصعد مني. لا التصوير يعني يا جماعة البيئة يعني تعبين عليها. شنو هذا؟ بلبينو. حلو. هذا شنو هذا؟ سلام. وين رحنا؟ والله ما ادري. اللعبة هذه معقدة لدرجة اني ما فهمت.
He could smell her fear. He tried not to think about the interrogators at the secret base. What did they do to her? Maybe it didn't have to end that way. Maybe he could talk to her.
والله في طرق واجد ما سلكناها.
There were worse things the Imperials had done to friends of his. Renato felt a little better.
نبي هيل يا الرباعة. ما فيش حاجة تيجي كده. بعد ما لقينا شيء منها. يا يبها 10. شلون ندخل هنا؟ هذا بيع داهم. عطى. سب.
Bernardo reached the outpost. The Imperials there were no match for him. Soon after,
حول.
Zenobia limped up the path. When she realized he was already in front of her, she didn't even try to run. Oh, you left without saying goodbye. Again, he said, please. I'm enjoying this a little too much. She said, shaken. Oh, spare us the chit-chat, would you? Said Lapino as he shackled her hands so she couldn't throw spells. She knows all his plans. All the way back to the Farfarer, Lapino nagged Renato about how the interrogators would pry all the intel out of Zenobia. How that would turn the tides in the imminent battle. All they had to do was take her to the rebels' secret base. Renato didn't like to think about what the interrogators would do to her. Couldn't he just talk to her?
الحين نروح ننقذها يا حبيبي.
The ruins. Renato could see ravens
ننقذها ليه؟
searching for the rebel base. They'd
نبي
have to hide the
الأكشن.
Farfarer or go on foot. What if we get separated? Asked Lapino. For once, thinking ahead. I'll show you a map to the base. Renato told Lapino. Renato, don't do this, said Zenobia. We were friends once. We... Shut it, witch, or I'll shackle your mouth too, said Lapino. And then, a few moments later, they touched down.
علاش احب ننقذها الحين.
As Lapino pulled Zenobia off the Farfarer,
بلبينو.
Renato readied himself for the battle ahead. I'm sorry I nicked your jacket, she said. It's just... It's stupid, but... It smelled like you. What? He said, confused. Then... Why didn't you ride? Why didn't you far speak? Oh, save the romantic nostalgia. Let's go! Shrieked Lapino. So Renato launched himself down the path to the secret base. He'd missed his old skills. He welcomed them back like he was at a reunion.
اها. ايه نبي هذا نبي هذا.
I wonder what I could make with all these sword crafting materials, thought Renato.
خلنا ندور مالت السورد هذه. اوه. عطى. ايوه. خلنا ندور نمزج.
They caught their breath. It's beautiful, she said, looking at the ruins. This used to be the library of Ubar, he said, before your father's ravens smashed it. Do we have to talk politics? She asked. That's not how I want to remember you, she said with an odd, wistful look at her face. She was as beautiful as she'd ever been, and as brave. Lapino huffed. They got back on the trail.
حلو حلو حلو. تغير بين الأسلحة كذي. اوه يهبا.
Say goodnight, Gracie, said Renato, wondering who Gracie was.
مفتاح. لحظة لحظة، أنا أخذت هذا. أنا أشيك. أوه تاقة ما عندنا تاقة. يبينا طاقة يا حبيبي. طاقة ما تمشي. يعني شلون إذا لقينا بوس؟
So this was what it was like to die. Not nearly as much fun as they said.
شكو شلون مت؟ حلو. نفتحها.
The lever? That was new. Most people still use doorknobs. The long stairs. So he was close to the rebel base. Nothing was on fire. So far, so good.
يا ولد يا ولد يا يبا. يلا again. شلون هذا؟
Good to practice your moves, thought Renato. Keeps you limber.
اذبحونا يا الذين. again. يا يبا ما صارت هذا. لعن ابو شكله حاشني. لا
The goat.
Again?
To cross first, Renato thought.
كم مرة
Too
من
late.
لا اذبح اذبح اذبح. ذبحنا ذبحنا. يلا يا ولد لعن الله ابو ابليس واهل. يا ولد يا ولد امشي يا ولد. ها ولد ايش فيني ايش فيني. اذبح ولك خا.
All coming back.
يا يبا رفعت ضغطنا الله يقطع
Wonder what he'd
بليشكم.
remember next.
انا اشوف هذا نقدر نفتحه ولا لا. يا يبا
As they made their way to the secret rebel base, Renato felt strange. Zenobia was his prisoner, yet somehow she felt more like an old friend. He wanted to tell her all his secrets, but suddenly the ruins lit up with thousands of fireworks. There was a thunderous roar and dust rose. The caves were collapsing. The caves! You've been playing me? Renato said, and he stared at Zenobia. I'm sorry, she said, and she seemed almost embarrassed. Then everything went dark. When Renato came to, he had a terrible headache. Also, Zenobia's sword was at his throat. And her shackles were gone. So was Lupino. The terrible thing is, he said, I really have missed you. Now that we've destroyed the rebellion, would you consider becoming an advisor to the Emperor's daughter? I'm no one's servant. Everybody serves. Even if it's only destiny. I like to choose my own destinies, he said. The whole point of a destiny is you can't choose. Oh, never mind, she said. Look, if I see you again, I'll have to kill you.
صدقيني انا راح اذبحك.
He would see her again, he decided. Even if he had to fight his way across the entire fleet.
يا بيي.
The Imperial fleet was cleaning up the few rebel remnants. For only a moment, he thought about running. But heroes don't run, even when the world is against them. Even when their cause is hopeless and their efforts futile, and pointless and useless and death painful and guaranteed, he's decided to stop thinking for a while.
مصيبة طاقتك. ما يعبون هذاك. حلو، نشوف لنا شيء نبي فيه. هذا المكان كني جيته شني.
Sharp? Check. Pointy? Check. Flexible? Check. What else do you need in a sword?
يا ولد ما حنا فاضيين لك وفلسفتك هذا. أبو نقطتين.
Every day he was
إيه
getting
إيه.
better and better.
نبي الهيل نبي الهيل.
Come over here.
آه لا يذبحونه. صاروا أقوياء فجأة يعني. أرخوم اللي كنا نمصرهم. أنا نلف شوي. دورنا طاقة. أيوه وينك انت؟ ما في لا طاقة ولا هم يحزنون. يلا الحين نبلش.
Where did that go to?
لا لازم اخلي ما اعطيهم فرصة. مو اركز على واحد. عرفنا التكتيك. عرفنا التكتيك. لازم ما اعطيهم فرصة. طاقة تكفى طاقة.
Renata wondered who was leaving chests of sword crafting supplies around.
ايش
You wanted
دراني؟
to thank him.
عايز الله بشكره. هذا المعلق مرات يرفع الضغط ومرات يلا مشينا.
What was really fun was hooking yourself onto a moving ship.
ما شاء الله كم انا قوي.
He was practically sure he'd find something useful in one of these things.
خلنا نشوف طريق ثاني. لا مصيبة الطريق اللي تاخذه ما تقدر ترد فيه. يلا كمل.
Renaro's arm was sore, his armor wet with raven blood. He was tired of death.
يا ولد.
But death was not yet tired of him. The rebels were losing. Badly. In some other universe, Renaro thought, he and Zenobia had left Sword Fu School together, taken out their names and sailed off into the mists. But not this Zenobia. And not him. For him, there was nothing to do but forge ahead. Kill the Emperor and end this.
لا تطوب شيء.
This is quite the view, he thought.
عطى.
Soon he'd confront the Emperor. Funny that this whole war had come about because the Emperor feared death. And now it was coming for him. There was some sort of lesson there, wasn't there?
شلون هذا؟ اها. ايوه. دخلنا عليهم دايركت.
At last, he reached the Emperor's ship.
دخلنا.
Zenobia was there.
Zenobia is there. Zenobia is there.
She said, "Guess I'm just serving my destiny." He shrugged. "You don't even know what that word means," she said. "Do you ever wonder if things have been different all the time?" she said, and drew her sword. In the end, Renato lay bleeding out on the deck. Zenobia sat by his
هلا الخروف.
upset. "What are you so upset about?" he asked. "You wouldn't understand. Why didn't you tell me you were going to leave school? I was afraid you'd convince me not to. I guess I'll have to buy you a drink in the halls of the Valiant then," he told her, and then he was gone. Okay, that was weird. He could have sworn he'd just died. Instead, he was on the Farfarer, sailing away from Ubar.
لحظة.
It was still burning. He'd fled burning Ubar years ago, hadn't he? And now he was back there. Had
لحظة.
all those years fighting the Empire been nothing but a vision into the future? A useful vision if it was true.
في
He
كذا
learned
كذا
something.
نهاية لها.
Zenobia still had feelings for him.
اها. سالفة طول كذي. حلو. اها. الحين ما فهمنا احنا، خلينا نهاية 10 لها كذا نهاية يعني. وراها تفتح لك. يلا خلينا
He
نجرب.
made bad choices. But now, when the real battle came, he wouldn't make those choices. He wouldn't make the same mistake twice. The book's pages began to flip backwards towards the beginning. And he realized that his adventure was just beginning. The clouds parted over the Isles of Boreas. It was time to choose. The rebellion was in trouble. Ravens were scouting for the secret rebel base. They needed a game changer. Pieces of the Sky Ripper had surfaced. Or so a scholar in the mountains had told him. Surely the weapon that banished the lost gods could defeat the Emperor. Also, a temple had risen out of empty desert. The Emperor had brought the Sky Ripper pieces up out of ancient burial by his obscene rituals. Could this be where the Iblis stone was hidden?
هذا فيه يعني هذه فيها كذا نهاية.
On the other hand, his old friend Lapino needed rescuing. Lapino was no game changer, but could Renato really leave an old friend to the Ravens?
هذه طلعونا واحدة جديدة. خلنا ناخذ هذا.
Every child knew about the Sky Ripper. The Transcendent Emperor had buried its pieces. What could have brought them to light? This Emperor, Isengrim III, had once been kind, but he'd gone mad. And now he was conducting secret, obscene rituals to bring back the lost gods. Had he, somehow, summoned the long-lost components of the legendary weapon out of the deep places of the earth? It was more than Renato could fathom. But if he could find a legendary weapon, he would use it. Renato could not help but feel a tinge of guilt. He'd left Lapino behind. He hoped the Mad Rabbit had somehow escaped the Ravens. He hoped they hadn't eaten him. If they had, he hoped they hadn't eaten him alive.
خلاص سد حلجك سد حلجك. المهم اللعبة لها كذا، اللي فهمت ان لها كذا نهاية يعني، مو نهاية واحدة، او انك قاعد تجمع نهايات وتفتح لك نهاية. المهم راح نكمل. اللعبة شدتني والله صدق، فكرتها غريبة وكل شيء فيها غريب. وانطرونا بالمقطع الجاي. فما الله.